wouldn't happen to be the eagle bearer, would you?
Me? Yes, I am.
Words do you know, Justice? Your hair must have been woven by Athena. Your body is like a sculpture made by the masters. And your arms look so strong. Strong enough to...
Strong enough to...
Strong enough to carry this basket to my husband Kalibos.
Oh, right. The magistrate mentioned you. It'll be easy to carry.
Thank you so much. Let me know if you need anything.
I'll help with your delivery.
Please don't forget...
Heavy. What's in here? Bricks?
Hey.
Kepita? Misthios? Well met. What brings you to our camp?
You are Kalibos? Your wife sent me to deliver this package. I think it might be some kind of offering.
Zevxo is a good woman. She's gifted me with a basket fit for Dionysos.
Earthly pleasures? She made it sound like it was a case of life and death.
A deathly hangover, maybe. Boys, we're having a good night. Care to join us, friend?
I never say no to good wine and good company.
I expected no less from you.
Could someone...
Could someone pass my head? I think I left it farther down the beach.
Surely this is the after effects of the mushrooms. I remember the chicken coop. I remember the farmer's field. I do not remember building a Trojan horse.
It was just here when I woke up.
We offer it to the gods for safe passage across the seas. Boys, let's move this down to the beach.
Just another.
These aren't ours.
Let's make this quick. I only get paid when you're dead.
I once boasted to a friend that I was a better tactician than Odysseus himself. Today I was proven wrong.
You live to fight another day. Learn from this.
Please, thank my wife for her festive gift.
I don't know if I should thank her or curse her. don't think I'm meant to be out this far.
For a Spartan!
I need to stay hidden.
You are the Eagle Bearer. Wonderful. Magistrate Xanthi has spoken highly of you.
Very kind of her.
So here's the thing. My children have promising futures, but they refuse to learn and study. They think they know better, but they can't recite a poem to save their lives.
Where do I fit into this?
They've heard of the Eagle Bearer and worship the ground you walk on. If you related an epic story to them, I'd bet they'd retain it and impress their tutors.
It's an odd request, but I've been asked to do stranger things. I'll do it.
My children are waiting inside the temple of Dionysus Kolonatas for today's epic story. The subject is Perseus, which they should know well, but seem to forget all when questioned.
I know the story well, of course, but my preferred version may not be what your children expect.
Do not fear. If you need a reminder, there are many relics related to Perseus in the hall adjacent to the temple of Dionysus Kolonatas.
Good to know. Hello, I'm...
The Eagle Bearer. We've heard all about you.
Are you going to tell us a story today? Do we have to listen? We've heard it 100 times.
Yes, that's me. And yes, I'm telling you a story. Let us sing with the voice of the goddess about the exploits of brave Perseus and noble Pegasus. Acrisius, the king of Argos, was not a good man. He had one child, a daughter, Danae. Bitter that he had no son, he went to the oracle of Delphi and heard a prophecy that chilled him.
Ooh, what was it?
The oracle said Acrisius would be killed by his grandson. But Danae was unmarried and childless at the time. To protect himself, he locked Danae in a bronze room open only to the sky.
Ooh!
However, mighty Zeus saw the girl and fell in love with her. He transformed into a golden shower and seduced her. Danae gave birth to a son, Perseus.
I knew it.
King Acrisius couldn't kill the boy for fear of angering Zeus. So he put his daughter and grandson in a wooden crate and tossed them into the wild sea to be drowned.
How horrid! Poor Perseus.
Perseus and his mother Danae were rescued on the island of Seriphos, and Perseus grew up under the care of a kindly fisherman, Victis.
Lucky them. Did the gods help?
Maybe. Perseus learned to swim and ride and fight, and how to be good and just, even though his father was only a fisherman.
I can do all those things too.
Good for you.
Except swim.
Or be just?
Hush! Now, Victis' brother was the ruler of the island, but he was not a good man.
He's scum.
When Perseus grows up, he travels to Iope and falls in love at first sight with the beautiful Princess Andromeda. However, Andromeda's mother boasts that her daughter is more beautiful than the goddess Thetis, offending her.
Never say you are better than the gods.
Thetis proclaims that Andromeda must be sacrificed to the gods, or else the whole city of Iope will be destroyed.
I don't think that's right. Wasn't Andromeda an Ethiopian princess?
Hush! Perseus asks his grandmother Tala how to save his love. She turns into a manta ray and says to save Andromeda, he must bring back curly hair of gold, fit for the king of the mountains, who yet owns less than the humblest elot.
I don't know that riddle.
It's too hard.
It was hard for Perseus too, but eventually he figured it out.
How?
He just did is all. Perseus figured out what he needed. The golden fleece of the winged ram, said to be guarded by a monster who could turn any to stone. Luckily, Perseus was blessed by the gods, and he was guided by Athena's golden-geared owl to the monster's lair.
Athena's golden owl? That's dumb.
Sounds cute. I want one.
And armed with the vorpal sword from mighty Olethros, he faced the snake-necked, large-headed, shaggy-maned, stony-gazed Katovlepas!
No!
Huh?
Perseus avoided the Katovlepas's killing gaze and snicked the sword, lopping off the creature's head.
Ew!
He grabbed the golden fleece and wrapped the Katoflepas's head in it. Then flew back home astride winged Pegasus to save Andromeda, who was about to be eaten by the Kraken. He used the deadly head to turn the Kraken to stone.
Wait, the what? What's a kraken?
Like a giant squid?
Don't you mean the sea monster Ketos?
Pretty sure Homer said, release the Kraken, not release the Ketos.
You just made that up.
That was not all. Hades appears with a pack of giant scorpions called Scorpiox and kills Andromeda and tries to kill Perseus.
Huh?
But Perseus throws his sword of Zeus at Hades, forcing him back into the underworld.
Wait. It's supposed to be Hermes' sickle, and Andromeda doesn't die.
You're telling it wrong!
In the end, Perseus wins. Zeus offers to make him a god, but Perseus refuses, so instead Zeus brings Andromeda back to life because she was only mostly dead.
Wow, that was so wrong and so boring.
You are a sticky storyteller, and that story was poop!
I am sorry for your audience, Eagle Bearer. Though from what I heard, it did sound like you deviated somewhat from the traditional tale.
Apologies.
I'll get a handsome reward for killing you.
Killing another mercenary always brings home the drachmae.
You ride! Yeah! Yeah!
Θεοί.
Thank you for aiding all of us in Pitana. Stories of you will live amongst us for many years. I help where I can, but thank you. A reward for all your help.
Lamb, you made it. I trust the seas were favorable?
Poseidon might be the only one not trying to kill me.
And did you go to Thera? Did you find him?
I did.
What did he tell you?
He told me where I'm from. And where I must go.
So now you know the truth.
I'm not his daughter. I'm just a weapon.
That is the furthest thing from the truth. You were brought into this world with love. I never imagined we'd stand on Spartan soil together again.
I don't know how to feel. I spent some of the happiest days of my life here. And some of the worst, too.
Sparta is our home. But we'll have to rid ourselves of the Puppet King if we are ever to find peace.
Whatever happened to our old house?
Nikolaos stayed after I left, but now that he's gone, I don't know.
Why don't we go find out?
Of course. But first, there's something I want to show you. The more memories come flooding in.
No matter how far I ran, I never could escape them.
I know. On Naxos I could forget. It was as if I locked Sparta.
Did you put your memories of us in that box?
I wanted to, but it would have taken all the wood in the land.
Ella.
This is where I first trained you to use your spear.
Hesitation only hastens the grave.
You remembered.
How do you think I got this far?
We had to pry that spear from your hand while you slept. You said you needed it to fight the monsters in your dreams.
I couldn't face Cerberus empty-handed. Those children will be ripped to shreds. We should help them.
Cassandra, wait! You mustn't interfere. This is Spartan training territory.
I hope you're right. For their sake.
The agoge is what turns boys into men. Interfering would only weaken them, weaken Sparta.
They're no good to Sparta if we leave them to die.
And they're no good to Sparta if they're too weak to kill a wolf. Come. Let's go home.
Training is ruthless.
Not ruthless. Effective. The best of those boys will become Cryptia, keepers of the peace and stalkers in the night.
Stalkers in the night?
There's a reason Sparta never changes. It has rules, and they are strict. Spartans rule Laconia, but most of its citizens are ilotas, enslaved peasants made to work the fields and mines.
Slaves? Why don't they revolt?
Spartan fields keep them fed, and Spartan warriors keep them safe. First from the Persians, and now from the Athenians. When they forget their place, the Cryptia are ordered to keep the peace.
I see.
Most of us make great sacrifices for comfort.
Most. Not all.
Σύνελθε, σύνελθε, τέλος έστε.
The first and last place I ever felt safe.
As soon as you were old enough to hold a spear, you trained in this yard from morning till night.
Nikolaos was a tough teacher to please.
He hid his pride from you. But every night he would tell me, she's going to bring glory to Sparta.
As much as I hate him for what he did, I wouldn't be who I am today without his training.
My heart broke that day. But for the first time in ages, standing here with you, I truly believe it can mend again.
Me too.
Do you remember the first time you held your brother?
I was scared I'd break him. I piled every blanket and pillow we had around me.
Even then, you held him so tight, I thought you would squeeze the life out of him.
He turned out stronger than we thought.
The gods must be playing tricks on my eyes.
Good to see you, Brasidas. It's been a long time since I rescued you from the warehouse fire in Corinth.
That's not how I remember it.
You look well, Brasidas.
The rumors were true. You're alive!
Many we thought to be dead are still breathing.
When I heard the two of you came home...
We're in Sparta, but we're not home yet.
We want our house back, Brasidas.
Sparta claimed your estate after Nikolaos' disappearance. They're waiting for his adopted son to claim it. But he hasn't returned from the war.
Stentor? I knew I should have killed him on the beach. What do we have to do to get it back?
You'll need to negotiate your Spartan citizenship with the kings. It won't be easy.
Why not?
As happy as I am to see you, the kings won't be. Especially Archidamos. Your exit from Sparta wasn't exactly... graceful.
He can't still be mad I broke his nose.
You what?
In any case, he hasn't forgotten. But I have an idea that might help him forgive.
Tell us.
Spartan soldiers have been giving weapons to the Ilotes. Whoever takes care of these traitors will earn his thanks.
So, to get our house back, I must take out the Spartan commander responsible for inciting a useless rebellion. Sounds easy enough.
Find me in the throne room when it's done.
And where will you be?
This is where I raised you. It's also where Leonidas raised me. I'm going to visit his tomb just beyond the estate. You should pay your respects too before you get started.
I'll try.
To Leonidas.
Leonidas. He was Sparta's last true hero. We'd all be under the yoke of the Persian Empire if it wasn't for his courage. The same blood courses through your veins.
So, our blood is the blood of kings.
You are so much more than a mercenary. You carry the blood of heroes, blood of power. Remember what I told you?
That people would try to take that power for themselves.
And then you promised.
I wouldn't let them.
Hold out your spear.
All of this talk of the Pythia, I do not care what she says.
Enough! We have grown tired of your insolent tongue. Sparta will not go to war. The Pythia has spoken.
Pythia says what you tell her to say. She has been your puppet for far too long. The time has come to cut her strings.
Oh, Leonidas. The days of heroes are over. You think your blood makes you special? If we opened your veins, it would spill to the ground and disappear through the cracks. You are no one.
You are more than welcome to find out.
Your fate is sealed, son of the lion. Xerxes will unite us. He will bring order to chaos.
Defy the Pythia and everyone you love. Everything you stand for will perish.
Gather the men.
My king?
Xerxes wants Sparta. She'll have to go through me.
Incredible! Now, do you understand?
What must I do?
It's time we embrace our destiny. Both of us. If we don't stop the cult before it's too late, then all Leonidas fought and died for was for nothing. Our bloodline has reason to those who would enslave us.
It's time we rise again.
Well, well, well. Mother and daughter united in Sparta at last. And look at you. Goddesses among mortals.
King Pausanias, we're honored. I was sorry to hear about your father.
Yes. Our fathers would have been proud to see us here today.
You remember Cassandra, my king?
Who could forget? The girl who died to save her brother. Such a tragedy. An innocent child put to death because of an ancient, merciless law.
Ancient and merciless. Most Spartans live and die by these laws. But you sound more progressive.
And you sound like you've been rubbing elbows with Athenians.
I've been to a symposium or two.
In any case, Sparta was weakened by losing you. Losing you both.
We're examples of why these laws must change.
Oh, I agree. But King Archidamos, if he could carve Spartan law across the chests of every citizen, he would.
Spartan laws destroyed my family. Spartan laws had me claw my way through the streets. We're here today because he defied those laws.
He did, and he lost his head for it. But we're not here to talk about the dead, are we?
We know Sparta reclaimed our house after what happened to my father in Megaris. We want it back.
Mind your tongue, child. You may not live in Sparta anymore, but I'm still your king.
We graciously request an audience with you and King Archidamos to discuss reinstating our citizenship and reclaiming our home.
Of course. There's nothing I'd want more. Archidamos, however, still hasn't forgiven you for the whole nose incident.
What can we do to sway him?
There's rumor of a Helot rebellion, and the Kryptia are stoking the flames. Savagely killing Helots, stealing livestock, and leaving corpses to rot in the streets.
The Kryptia represents Sparta's ultimate achievement in military training. Their discipline and fearlessness make Sparta's army the most feared in the world.
Once. But the Kryptia have become corrupt and bloodthirsty. And training boys to kill unarmed peasants is nothing to be proud of. Do you want your home back or not? Good. So the Helots will no longer support the senseless slaughtering of their people.
If killing Kryptia will get our home back, I'll do it. Old ways, won't killing his Kryptia create conflict? Found them. I miss Kefalonia sometimes. Life was simple, even if Marcos was a bumbling idiot. This is the marble quarry Brasidas mentioned. The weapons have to be here somewhere. There's only one Spartan here that I need to kill. It'll be easier if I don't alert the others. I need to take down their commander.
Give up!
What kind of blow? You can't take much more.
One down, 4 to go. That's 2. Time to find the others. Ha! 3 weapon racks destroyed. Won't take much longer. Only 1 more to go. Spotted here.
Why are you here? Zeus!
I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
I won't be the one to die here!
The Cryptia.
Listen up! I'm only going to say this once!
It'll be trouble if I'm spotted here. Best stay out of sight.
give up on it.
Myself busy, haven't I? No time to explain here. Get me out. You're as nimble as ever. Now, carry me to my house on the other side of the mountain.
I have to carry you the whole way?
I'm so weak. I'm so frail.
Ugh, fine. Marcos? Another vineyard?
I am nothing if not consistent, my friend. Ah, much better. No one makes a hasty exit like you.
You're welcome.
Cassandra, welcome to the newest of the Marcos estates. I wasn't expecting company, but one must always be prepared. Wine?
Marcos, I can't believe you're here.
Believe it, my friend. I'm not a man of one city, but of all cities. Who am I to deny the rest of the Greek world what I have to offer?
You made it a long way from home.
I could say the same to you. Did you find what you were looking for?
I did. I found my mother.
What a coincidence! I found my mama too!
Here, in Kos?
Since Kos is her home, Kos is my home too! Say hello, mama!
I see the resemblance.
We come from a sturdy stock, she and I.
I remember you telling me your mother died a long time ago.
Right, this is my adopted mama. We've become so close, she wouldn't have it any other way.
Come on, Marcos. The truth.
Well, mama is the owner of the vineyard. When her husband met his untimely death, it was going to be auctioned off. Something had to be done.
So you stepped in to help. How generous.
It's ridiculous a wonderful lady such as mama cannot inherit her own property. Now we run the vineyard together. Isn't that right, mama? She'd put up a fuss if she disagreed. It's her land, but she shares it with her precious son, me!
It's a nice place you've commandeered, Marcos.
If I didn't know you so well, I'd think you were serious. I'm always laughing these days.
You weren't laughing much when you were tied up in that fort.
About that, I have a bit of a problem on my hands.
Why am I not surprised?
But it's something I know you could help me with, my friend. I know your credentials.
Go on.
You know me. I borrow some drachmae, and before I know it, they're calling me the Khan of Kos. All thanks to the Cerberus, whom I owe the most.
The Cerberus? First the Cyclops, now this? Don't tell me it's a three-headed dog.
Don't be ridiculous. This is nothing like the Cyclops. This time I wish to make a peace offering with nothing less than my finest wine.
Finest? Palatable, maybe.
Cassandra, you're like family to me. And since I'm family to you, I'm sure you wouldn't mind helping.
You're sure, are you?
I promise I can afford to pay you this time. Just take my wine to the Cerberus. Simple.
Fine. For old time's sake.
I can always count on you. And the Cerberus can count on a nice wine pairing with dinner. Take it to his house.
The Cerberus better not bite me. Are you the Cerberus?
Who wants to know?
Whew, only one head. A gift for you. Have you ever had Marcos's wine? It's the best of the best.
What's so good about it?
If you savor your wine, you'll like it. It's very rich.
He's not gonna win me over with wine. I never forget whose purse my drachmae goes into.
It's a peace offering. I thank you for waiting so patiently for him to pay you back.
Then drink with me, if you think it's so good.
All right.
It's poisoned!
No, that's just the wine.
You tricked me.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Guard!
Hop, hop. Still have the taste of Marcos's wine in my mouth.
She's returned! Let me guess. The Cerberus wants to order another amphora's worth.
The wine made us sick, Marcos.
Impossible! It was my best batch. I double-checked.
If you wanted him dead, you should have told me.
I did tell you. I'm a new Marcos. I don't want people dead. I want what's right. But that isn't good news.
No, it's not good. The Cerberus will come after you.
What to do? What to do? What am I saying? Cassandra, this is when we strike.
Strike? You and what army?
I have a demigod for a best friend. That's an army as strong as 20 soldiers.
You have it all figured out, don't you?
There's only 3 of them, plus their little group of men. It will be easy, my friend.
3?
Why do you think they're called the Cerberus? Because they're 3 brothers, triplets, each with as much bite as the last.
Great. So there are 2 others that'll want revenge.
Wait a minute, wait a minute! That means 2 of them haven't tried my wine!
So what are you going to do?
They need to be spooked. As Mama says, a threat is like a bear. Very scary. We'll burn the Cerberus's farm. Specifically, the silos.
That's not a good idea.
When have you had reason not to trust me? Don't answer that, my friend. Just trust me.
It better work. Though I'm skeptical.
It's even worth sacrificing them as potential customers.
I'll pay their farm a visit.
Give them a good scare. I'm pretty sure it's the farm in Astipalia City. Their goons are always hanging around.
The farm in Astipalia City? I burned those silos and I didn't see any Cerberus there.
What? Their soldiers are always hanging around.
I'm sure. There were only scared farmers.
No dogs and no Cerberus. Maybe it's not their farm after all. We sure dodged that arrow.
It won't stop the Cerberus from coming for you.
Are you going to make me beg? Because I'll beg! Spare me from the Cerberus!
Marcos!
Have I led you down the wrong path? A few times, yes. Many times, maybe. But this is it for me, my friend.
I can't keep you safe if you keep getting into trouble, Marcos.
Think back to that sunny day when I found you, Cassandra. That was your day of need, and Marcos came to the rescue. Come to my rescue today!
I've paid you back plenty.
That I can't deny. But the Cerberus will come with its dogs and its devotees, and I'll be finished. Protect me, and we'll come out on top.
There's that we again.
I'll tell you what. You protect me, and you get Mama's beloved battle axe. She used to be quite the fighter, believe it or not.
All right, let's keep you alive.
Oh, I've never heard words more sweet. You'll never get rid of me now.
That's why I do what I do.
And just in time. I hear them approaching. All right, Marcos. This is it. The grand finale. Right there. We did it, my friend! I'd say I was invincible, but I don't want to jinx myself.
Yes, that's why you're alive.
I joke, I joke. I owe you everything, Cassandra. For this, you get a lifetime supply of wine and my friendship. Lucky you. Oh, and Mama's axe. Life will now be simple. All thanks to you. It's always thanks to you.
Less dramatic life is just what you need, Marcos.
Go now, and adventure. Come back anytime for that cup of wine.
Right. We'll see about that. I thinking? I feel like I can't go out this far. They'll keep a sharp watch here.
Okay, you! Hold it!
Spartan hand!
There you are. I can take you in to see the kings when you're ready.
Waiting won't make this easier.
Then let's go. Your mother's already inside.
Where are the kings?
There.
What do you say now?
You've made your point, Archidamos. I yield.
Another 2 squadrons to Viatir, then. As I said.
Is that how they solve arguments?
Sometimes.
Archidamos' guard has improved. He should thank me.
Brasidas, you've come with news. Let's hear it.
My kings, may I present Merini, descendant of Leonidas, and her daughter Cassandra.
How dare you show your face in Sparta?
Cassandra helped me secure Corinthia, my king. She helped with the Elotes rebellion. They want what's best for Sparta. I beg you to listen.
Let's hear what they have to say before we bloody the palace floor.
Speak, Marini. Why are you here?
I have returned to reclaim my Spartan citizenship, to reclaim our home.
You exiled yourself. Your daughter killed an elder and ran.
Not to mention the crooked nose she gave you.
My family was betrayed, my king. Sparta was betrayed. We've come to expose these traitors.
You haven't cared for Sparta for many years.
Then blame me. I killed the Elder. I started all of this. So if you want someone to prove their loyalty, it should be me.
I'm not sure if I should congratulate you on your honesty, or punish you for the crime you've just confessed. Marini has made her intentions known. What are yours?
My intentions are to hunt down those who betrayed my family and Sparta, and kill them.
And who exactly do you think betrayed Sparta?
That's what I'm here to find out.
First, prove yourself loyal. Bring glory to Sparta, and redeem yourself in the eyes of the gods. Until then, neither you nor your mother have a right to your lands.
Tell me what I must do, and it will be done.
The Spartan army fights the Athenians in Viotia. Join the commandos there. Come back victorious, or do not return.
Consider the battle won.
Spoken with the confidence of a child who hasn't seen real war. You will find my commander out of Mount Helicon. Give him this and tell him I sent you.
Not so fast. 2 kings, 2 tasks.
Heracles completed 12. 2 shouldn't be a problem.
First Spartan thing you've said all day.
The Olympics will be starting soon in Elise, and our fighting champion requires an escort.
You want me to be an escort?
I want you to make sure the Spartans return with a wreath.
That's how she'll bring glory to Sparta? By winning an event in the Olympics?
Not an event, my king. By making sure Sparta wins the entire Olympics.
Perfect.
You have your orders. We'll see you when your tasks are completed.
If they're completed.
I'll get them done. And you'll give us back our home.
There's some Spartan left in you after all.
Brasidas, show them out. Next.
That went well.
Considering you still have your head on your shoulders, yes, I'd say it went very well.
The kings were generous to give us a second chance.
And all I have to do is win the Olympics.
And a war.
Is there anything you need to know before setting off?
I think I'm ready. And you? What will you do while I'm gone?
I received a message just before we went in.
What kind of message?
A clue to the whereabouts of another cultist. I'm going to Arcadia.
Alone?
The fates are smiling on us. I was ordered there. We can travel together.
That would be helpful. My thanks.
I'll meet you both in Arcadia then. Safe journeys.
I never believed even you could sing so low.
Don't act pious with me. Cassandra, please. If these fools break the truce...
Thief!
You're on to talk, you double-dealing dog!
Nobody wants trouble here. You know what will happen to you both if you break the truce. Now, if someone can tell me what's going on...
This dishonorable cur stole from me!
Huh. You call me a thief? You're the thief!
Enough! I'll ask the questions. If there's been a theft, why do you suspect each other?
Because this...
It's a matter of blood. Makar is from an eminent Vorian line. Mighty warriors, but rather austere. While Lelech is from Ionian stock. A grand tradition of artists and philosophers.
You mean philanderers?
Both sides are important.
Spoken like a true Ionian.
It seems unlikely they would rob each other at the same time.
You have to find out who stole their drachmi. I can't believe they would do this to each other. Whatever their issues, they've always respected the Olympic truce.
I'll find out what happened and protect the truce.
If you prove it's Makar, I will reward you well.
As will I, if you bring me evidence of Lelech's double-dealing.
And what if it's neither of you?
Then they will both reward you.
Very well.
Agreed.
Hey, Misthios, would you like to learn about your future?
Thank you. I would like to know what the fates have planned for me.
You would? Yes, of course you would. Everyone wants their future told by the great Uzo.
Well, what is it?
I see great things.
Like what?
You know, things. And it's going to be sunny tomorrow. Thank you, thank you. Tell your friends.
What is it with the Olympics? Everyone's out to make drachmi. Palaka, my drachmi! Hey, stop! Thief! Hey, thief! Looks like Phoebe. And as nimble a thief. I have to find her. The Sanctuary of Olympia, where the greatest athletes compete for fame and glory.
You can't run from
You led me on a good chase, but I caught you. Hand it over.
Hand what over?
My drachmi. Give it back.
Here, please, don't hurt me. They made me do it. I didn't want to. Honest.
Hush. I'm not going to hurt you. I promise.
But the captain will.
Sounds like the captain needs a good talking to.
Don't talk, just hit. He even stole my mother's necklace from me. Says I'll get it back if I steal from him. It's all that I had left of her.
I'll help you get your necklace.
Why would you care?
Very special.
Set!
You have dishonored yourself and the games.
Please, let me explain.
No excuses. You know the price for your transgression.
What crime has this woman committed?
Exactly that. Her crime is that she is a woman.
It's news to me that's now a crime. Shouldn't you lock yourself up first, then?
I am the priestess of Dimitra. I preside over the games. She's a married woman who tried to watch them, disguised as a man, no less.
She doesn't deserve to be punished like this.
This is nothing. Death is the punishment. She shall be thrown from the mountain.
Help me. Prove I have a right to see my son compete.
You have no right. You broke a sacred tradition, and for that, you will be punished.
Your laws are wrong, and I'll prove it.
As you're so outspoken in her defense, I will give you a chance. Present me evidence of Kalipatira's noble heritage, or she will die as she ruled, to appease the gods.
I should find Kalipatira's son. Should be able to help prove his mother's innocence.
Place your bets. Place your bets. Come on, place your bets. Place your bets now. Aletis has plenty of drachmi for you to win.
Your pitch could use some work. You'd attract more customers if you sounded more enthusiastic.
Everyone's betting against Pitekos. Rumor is he's off his game. If it's true, I'm going to be ruined.
What if I recited a poem? One of Pindaros's, you know, to inspire him to greatness.
Look, Pitekos is good, but he's not really that kind of athlete.
All right. Let's hear your plan, then.
Just go see what's wrong. See if there's a way to help him win. For Athens. For drachmi.
I'll see what's wrong with Pitekos.
Thank you. I'll split the winnings with you if you can sort things out.